Hey, and we are live. It is Friday. It is Freeform Friday. My name's Mark Gassard. Mark's message here on this magnificent Friday. Hope everybody had a very successful Friday, successful week, ready to propel this Friday into a kick-ass weekend. It is time to spend it with loved ones and to rededicate ourselves, retool ourselves, reflect. And I know today is 9/11, so I'm going to be a little bit somber here initially. And, we all know what happened 9/11 some 20 years ago. And if you don't, you've been living under a rock. But I do want to salute all those from that particular point in time, as well as those that have continued on and continue to serve. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate. I'm talking about firemen, policemen, military. We could go on and on and on, but I just want to thank everybody out there, and particularly those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. You know, so with that, I had to recognize 9/11. Some people didn't even realize what that meant today. So that kind of hurt a little bit, but yeah, let's just move on. Like I said, Mark's message, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet. You better believe it is. With that, I'm going to give out all my shout outs here. And we're going to get into some other fun stuff as well. Have to give it out to the Grow Live Nation, the streamers, the virtual streamers of the universe. And if you don't know who we are, I'm going to explain that later on. I'm going to get into that. And the emerging sales winners, okay? As well as the diehards and those folks that call themselves, I guess it's called the Megamind Group. Eric Bam, I'm still waiting for an invitation. Anyway, had some really cool stuff happen, particularly last night. And I mentioned about Grow Live, Grow Live Academy. Um, it was a call of like-minded individuals. Also, you could consider it like a mastermind, and it was really cool to see all these people that were out there, man. Got to meet them, see them in the flesh. You always see them on the screen. I guess what I'm trying to say is they weren't doing their thing. They were being human, which we all are, right? And the Grow Live group, who does it consist of? And there's a bunch of new players out there. I just witnessed something earlier today by Tom Ginn. He's new, and man, he did a kick-ass presentation on his G-force and the message he's going to convey. And kudos goes out to Tom for doing that. And there are so many other people. I have to recognize some of these folks that are involved with Grow Live. I keep saying, why would you want to do this? And everybody's like, oh God, here he goes again. But you know what? Yeah, I am going to go again. I mean, some of the people that are involved with this thing, like Joe Soto, Bob Donnell, Sherry Gideon, she has the High Vibe Nation, a very, attractive lady, got a heart of gold, outstanding, broadcast that she brings week in, week out, has some really cool guests on there. And then, the man himself, the guy I'm still trying to figure out. And Scott, one of these days I'll figure out how to steal your voice, but I call you Mr. Voice, Mr. Vegas, Lucky Seven. Scott McCain, he has his show, and he's written a book, Iconic, and he's doing his thing. I always can relate to Scott somewhat. Future Farmers of America. That's how he started out. Look where he's at today. And I'm not making fun of that. I think that is awesome. And then, the heartthrob, the guy behind this humongous wheel, the guy that makes all cogs wheels turn. I mean, Ken Walls, the frickin' master teacher of the universe with his self-paced platform, the Grow Live Academy. I mean, this thing has 106 lessons. Now, as of today, I checked, I'm up to date. But you know what? I know Ken, he's creating more content. So you're never done. And it's like about 15 modules. And the neat thing for guys like me that keep things on a third grade level, you can go back and check it out, and retool, get yourself acclimated to where you need to be. But there's a lot of cool people that are involved with this. And I just think it's really neat that it's all coming together. And I feel like the next couple of months, some really cool things are going to happen. If you want to know more about this, feel free to text me. Feel free to message me. You know how to get a hold of me. Facebook, LinkedIn, just put in my name. You'll find me. Instagram, I'm out there, so check it out. With that, here's the other neat thing that Ken's done. So you think, or you're thinking about doing this. So here goes Ken, and then he says, you know what? I don't give enough. So what Ken does, he puts out a free document, man, from the Grow Live Academy, 100 live streaming, ideas. So, when he decided to do that, I'm like, holy cow, does this guy never stop? I mean, it's just, and excuse me, this isn't actually what it looks like, but I printed this out, and you can see right here it is, the 100 live streaming secrets and ideas. I'll just kind of move it around here, excuse me, but kind of cool, right? And with that, he gives you ideas on things that you can talk about. I mean, you could talk about camping trips. You can talk about school. You can talk about a book you read. You name it, he mentions it. So he kind of takes away all the excuses. And I guess the reason I'm here, if you're not involved in some sort of, virtual dialogue with people, I just got to ask why. We're in the 21st century now. Things aren't going to change. We're not going back to the way things used to be. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have various programs, podcasts, you name it. But you know what? I figure, hey, what the heck? I'm not going to let all these young bloods have all the fun. I'm going to get out there and do my thing. And we have some comments out here. I'm afraid to even see who's in here. So let's take a look at our first one. Good afternoon. Mark, cheers. And yes, Charles, thank you so much. And look at Charles. We talked about 9/11. You remember this picture? Some of us do remember that picture. And very cool, Charles. Thank you for saying hello. And look at this. Here's another streamer. Here's Lynn Severino. Hello, Lynn. Thank you. And Lynn, I don't know how long you've been doing it, longer than me. And, here she goes. This is a great course. Excuse me as I cough, as I'm ranting. And Lynn tells us, great course. So with that, then we go down here. Hello, Mark Gasser. Thank you, Lynn. So why would you want to do this? And I got to steal the phrase from Mark Rodriguez. He said that when you live stream, it's like you go to Toastmasters and you do speaking, it's on steroids. And, I kind of like that. I really love that, the way he goes about that, the way Mark coined that phrase. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I knew this. Here, look at this. Lynn is a founding member. And back in the day, Lynn, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess they were using like Periscope or something. I heard Sherry Gideon's talked about that. She mentioned that last night, and that must have been some wild times, like when Ken first started out. So you all have to start somewhere, right? And so, look what he's doing now. And to me, Ken is the ultimate master teacher. This is a self-paced tutorial, and it's got like, YouTube outline detailed step-by-step processes, procedures, 106 lessons, 15 modules. And I swear Ken right now is probably feverishly creating some more modules for us so we don't go to sleep. And, it's really kind of unique. And I just wanted to point that out, like, why do you want to do this? And you guys thought I was kidding you. Look at this. And out of his live stream booklet, he gives you ideas, family fun ideas that cost little or nothing. My favorite hobby, the most difficult lesson I've learned in business, my review of this particular book. Look at this. Lynn apparently has You all choked up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Charles. Something went down the wrong way. It's coming back. He is the most patient and caring mentor. And you know what, Lynn? That is so true. Because Ken picked up the phone and called me. I didn't have to call him. I told him I was interested, and he had my number, and he called me and said, Mark, you ready to get started? And the way the guy explains things, I mean, I am serious. Ken can go in any major university, college in my book and teach, and he will knock the socks off of it, man. He'll put some of these professors to shame. Um, thank you. You're building a great culture within all of us. No, thank you, Lynn. You're one of the founding, members. And with that, and Lynn could probably share this too. Best concerts ever. I'm just sharing this. So, he gives you all this stuff like sports. I umpire. I could get into that, which there are, live stream events on this and even podcasts, current events, sales and marketing. I mean, we could go on and on and on. And, what Ken did here, and this is all listed right here in this free booklet. I mean, my goodness, man, you can't go wrong. And then the people that you're affiliated with. And now he started this Grow Live, I call it a consultation where we all kind of come together via, you have to be a member to do it, but we all kind of come together and bounce ideas off everybody. And it's only going to get better. And no one can. He'll create more content. And one of the things I'm going to do here, I know everybody's going to think I'm really weird for doing this, but I did this when I first started. I was sitting here thinking about things, and Clark Terry, a jazz trumpeter, a musician, gave me this idea. I heard him live. I actually played with the gentleman back in the day when I was at the Naval School of Music, but it goes something like this, and I call this the live stream credo. And Lynn, you may appreciate it. Charles, jump in. See what you think. But it goes like this. I live streamed in the sunshine. I've live streamed in the rain. I've live streamed in ecstasy, euphoria, and pain. I live streamed in the morning. I've live streamed at night. And I'm going to keep on live streaming until I get it right. And that's to all my brothers and sisters there of the Grow Live Academy. That was a shout out to you. And anybody else that's thinking about doing this, I'll go back up here and just, go check it out. There it is. Not the peachiest place on the planet, but right there. Hop on board, man. Go check it out. See what it has to say to you, And then here's the live stream booklet. Mark is hitting it out of the ballpark, always swinging for the fences. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, I'm a baseball freak. And you know what? Tonight I have to do that again. I've got 2 games here. So the reason I came on here, I really felt compelled. I felt inspired last night. Charles was there, and he can tell you the same thing. Man, the group is only going to get better. And it's the quality of people. And man, I was humbled just to be there at this first coaching session, and knowing Ken, he's going to come up with some sort of format. And I'm really looking forward to what he's going to be doing with us and mentoring us. And I couldn't think of a better guy to hang out with, man, because what little I know about Ken, I'm a pretty good judge of character. And I got to say this, everything he's told me, he has not lied to me, and it has impacted me in various ways. This isn't about me, but as far as what I do for a living and other things in my personal life, just getting on here. This wasn't me probably a year ago to do this, to get in front of a camera and rant and carry on and go crazy and ballistic. People ask me all the time, like, man, what has gotten into you? So I guess that's a good thing, right? But one of the things, I wanted to talk about too is I've been reading a book here, and I hate doing this, but I'm going to do it. It's a book called Customer Delight by Brian Monahan, and this is kind of one of my journeys. And I'm going to share this. It's great to be part of. And everyone is willing to share their personal knowledge. Yes, thank you, Charles. And you have a lot to offer as well. I mean, I am totally humbled. I'm probably the least recognizable person on there. And when I watched Tom today, I remember my first one I did, and I'm sitting there going, holy moly, this guy's going to be a superstar. It was amazing content. If you didn't get a chance to look at it, you can always check it out later on. But, today's the 11th. And Brian, with this book, there's quotes. And then what Brian offers, quotes. What's kind of cool about this, he gives you his particular take. So I'm just going to start out here. This is September 11th, and I think this is appropriate. So I'm going to read this. Excuse me for reading from a book and looking at the screen, but kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Let me read that again. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. And that's by Mother Teresa. Now, Brian gives his take, and that's the beauty of this. And Brian goes down here and says, he doesn't just give you the date, like he says, it's CD rather, which is, Customer Delight 365, and it's day 254, September 11th. So he says, unfortunately, the same is true for less than kind words or service. Now, what kind of echo will you choose for your customers? Eternity, disappointment, or delight? And you can take that not just in a customer perspective, but dealing with your spouse, a loved one, significant other, a child, a colleague, and the neat thing about this is Brian, challenges you here. It's daily inspiration for customer service professionals. But what I like about it, he encourages you to do your take on this. So I wanted to share this as well. And to get back to where I was, when will you join, and what is holding you back from doing the Grow Live? I mean, Ken's put together a killer program. It's a platform to me. It's second to none. If you think you've got something better, I want to see it. Show it to me. Text me, email me, call me. And if you want, 770-870-9504. Feel free to call me. You can even text me that way. But it is second to none, and I'm very passionate about it. And I'm very proud to be part of the organization. And like with Lynn and Charles, and I could just go on and on and on. Sherry, Tom, Wilden. I mean, I can't remember everybody's name. Tammy, I'm trying to. Brian, and it just keeps kicking. And if you check out all these people that are part of this, the neat thing about it is they're successful in their own right. And that's why I like to be around that thing. Because, my dad told me a long time ago, if you want to be good at something, hang around successful people, listen to what they have to say, keep your mouth closed. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just like a sponge in there, man. And with that, I'm done with the rant. But again, grow live, go live, go to growliveacademy.com, and then check out the 100 live stream ideas. That's a downloadable document that is free. Free. That 4-letter word, free. Everybody loves it. Everybody's looking for free right now in some capacity, right? With what's going on in our world. Some people are, not everybody. With that, I am going to challenge you, as always, on Mark's message. Be a leader, be a friend, and most important of all, people, get your eyes off you and be of service. Again, Mark's message from Peachtree Corners, Georgia, the peachiest place on the planet. I'm going to do it because I love baseball. So into our approach we go. And remember, always, always, always remember, everybody out there, if we keep swinging for the fences together, we will knock it out of the park. Have a successful end of the Friday. Propel it into your weekend. I will see you Monday. As always, catch you later, guys.